moving on, the Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwame Agbodza, has reaffirmed government's commitment to completing Phase 1 of the Eastern Corridor Road Development Program, issuing a firm directive to contractors to demolish all billboards obstructing the Aveyime roundabout to Akosombo Junction stretch. ChannelOne News' Samuel Akom joined the minister's inspection tour and filed this report.
The Eastern Corridor Road Phase 1 project, which began on December 9, 2024, is being undertaken by China Jiangxi International Economic and Technical Cooperation Company Limited with supervision from the Ghana Highway Authority and CETEC International, serving as the engineer's representative. Briefing the minister during the tour, the resident engineer for the Asutsuare Volivo Aveyime section raised concerns over delayed compensation payments, which he said were slowing down progress.
It's the bypass, Aveyime bypass, crops and properties not paid. Aveyime town itself, we have issues with payments. Then Asutsuare roundabout, where we have this kilometer zero, we have structures to go, no payments. We have other rice farms, which I don't want to talk about, but it's also an issue. So currently, okay, this also is a borough pit. Quite recently, the assembly started harassing, quote unquote, harassing the contractor that they should pay something called conveyance fee.
In response, Minister Kwame Agbodza clarified that the government has no funding shortfall for the project. He emphasized that prudent use of funds remain a top priority to ensure the project is delivered on schedule.
It could be that the part of what they are talking about got into the time of transition, and there is no deliberate or question of lack of resource. It's just that things needed to be done in a particular. That's what I'm saying. That just last week, the chief executive and the chief director brought to my attention a number of compensation requests, not only here, and we're actually processing it.
At the Aveyime Akosombo Junction site, which forms part of the Lot 1 of the Eastern Corridor Phase 1, the minister was informed that some billboard owners were demanding compensation before allowing their structures to be removed. Reacting to this, the minister instructed contractors to proceed with demolition without delay, insisting that no individual interest should stall national development.
If the disassembly have gone to take money from an advertising company to put a billboard in the right-of-way, we should be surcharging that disassembly. We remove it and charge them to it, not them telling us that we should pay for it. If an advertising company that have already made their profit for planting and a billboard in a right-of-way, we owe them nothing. Remove it. Remove those billboards. If they like, let them come to the ministry or let them take us to court.
Addressing maintenance concerns, Agbodza also warned that the government would deduct portions of contractors' payment certificates for failing to maintain road sections currently under construction, especially along the Aveyime roundabout to Akosombo Junction stretch. He reminded contractors that maintaining access roads during active projects is a core contractual obligation.
Maintenance of the road whilst you work. You are contractually required to keep the roads maintained whilst you do the work. But you have not discharged that responsibility adequately. In fact, we needed to hire a third-party contractor who did much of the patching you saw on the road at additional cost. And we are not happy about that. And I said it elsewhere. I will be looking forward to deduct that from your certificate whenever I find it.
It is expected that there will be the relocation of some pylons as well as the breaking down of some billboards which are in right-of-way for the construction of the road, that is a Lot 1 of the Eastern Corridor Program first phase. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Samuel Akom.